You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Welcome to the Doug Bellcast. And now, here is your host, the star of Ring My Bell, Doug Bell. Hey, welcome to the Doug Bellcast. This is going to be a crazy one. I got a couple of stories you're going to just love. I feel really good today. I went out. Welcome to another Bellcast. I don't know. I forgot the name of my own TV show. I'm Doug Bell, as you know. Just in case you're introducing me to a friend, I appreciate it. Feel really good today. Like I got a good sleep. I woke up this morning. Got myself a nice bag of cherries. I had a couple of cherries, but I almost choked on one of the pits. So I threw them out. But yeah, I was reminded. It's funny. I was watching. Take out the container I'm drinking out of, so it's not free advertising for him. Yeah, I was watching TV, and I seen SCOJO on TV, and she's really great. And I remember reminding me way back, I was out in La La Land doing what I was doing, 06, Ring My Bells. I was like flying high, you know what I mean? I think we had just gotten taken off. So I'm at this, boom, boom, boom. I'm going to this party because I was at all the parties, I was going to go wait till I tell you the Playboy Mansion story sometime. Just remind me, just hit me up and go, Bell, you forgot to tell us. But I'm at a Woody Allen movie, Match Point. So I go to the premiere. I get in there. I didn't have an invite. I just kind of walk up. I say to the guy, "Hey, no," boom, right in. So I'm at the after party after. It's a good movie. I'm dancing. Like I never was afraid to be the first one out there dancing. I don't care. I'm not embarrassed very easy. I had to boom, 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 boom. I had to get out there and just boogie. And so I see SCOJO, but she wasn't SCOJO yet. She was just, just regular. So she was so good in the movie. I walk up to her, Doug Bell, I'm glad to meet you. And she's like, "Hey, how you doing?" And I go, I think I even had this. Like I was like, "Hey, doing?" A lot of times I would shake it when I met somebody, just, kind of, just to create a little chatter. So she goes, "What's with the bell?" I go, "Come on." I go, "I'm Doug Bell." And, I go, or you could just go, "I'm Doug." It was right by the hors d'oeuvres. I says this to her, and she goes, "Oh, okay." And I go, "You got the movies." I said, "I just did this TV show, Ring My Bell." And she's like, "Oh, I think I heard that." I'm like, so it's going really good right now. I'm going like, "What are you having with it?" And she's like, "Oh, just a couple of things. I gotta watch my weight." And I go, "Watch your weight. Let me do that for you." You know what I mean? It's like a little flirting, and she goes, "What do you mean?" I go, "No, I go, if you're watching your weight, I'll watch it for you." I did it again. I even gave a little tinkling. And she goes, "I don't understand what you're saying." So I got like a couple of pickles, and I was, "You want a pickle?" And she's like, "No." But then I'm like, "Look," I said, "SCOJO, let's talk." And she goes, "What?" I go, "SCOJO, it's like I'm putting together your names." And she goes, "No, but what do you mean, let's talk?" I go, "Let's just sit down and talk." She's like, "Well, I'm here with somebody." I go, trust me, they'll wait. It's probably just a friend, right? And she goes, no, somebody I'm seeing. And I'm like, hey, whatever. I'm like, does he treat you right? And I'm like walking behind her at this point as she's walking back to the table. Uh, and I'm like, why don't we just have a conversation? Like, I'm like, because I have a couple of things with the movie I didn't like. I just wanted to sit down and kind of like hash it out with her. Uh, and she sits down, and there's no seats at the table, so I pull one up, and she's with this guy, and they're like sitting close together. So I kind of put the chair up in between them. I'm just Doug Bell, hey, he's the bigger man. He won. I could say that to him. I think I even said that to him. Hey man, you're the better man for today. But I said, I think I said to the guy, I go, you better keep your eye on this one, because I go, guys, she's cute, right? She's cute. And they moved for some reason. I think, like, again, in Hollywood, like what happened, I was kind of like a maverick, like a rebel. And so I think that SCOJO and this guy didn't want to be seen like rocking the boat with me. So they got up and they moved. They went to Woody Allen's table. I went over there, but there was somebody like watching the table, and he goes, "No, you can't." I was like, "I just want to say, just want to talk about take the money and run." And the guy's like, "No," but I seen Suni Previn, his wife, and I go, "Oh God, it's so weird how you guys met." She's walking to the bathroom. I was just being friendly. I go, "Hey, Doug, blah, blah, blah." I go, "It's so weird how you guys met." And I don't think she heard me because she just kept walking. But SCOJO is so good in that movie. She was out there dancing to her and a date were dancing, and I kind of shimmied on over there just to show them there's no hard feelings. Like, you know what I mean? Like when you got like a rivalry with a guy, you gotta like tip your hat, you gotta like, hey, I even said to the guy, I'm like, believe me, it's not easy to beat Bell. I think I said that to him. I shimmied over all the dancing. And I'm ringing the bell while they're dancing. And I think I even said that to the guy. I go, hey, you beat Bell, and that's no small feat. And SCOJO goes, I don't know what listening to the music. And so I go, you beat, Bell. And the guy goes, who's Bell? Like, it just got, they were just, they didn't handle it well, I don't think, but she was nice. I mean, I seen her after that, in some, at some, it was just like some restaurant in LA. She's coming out, and all these guys are taking a picture. But I was like, I'm not paparazzi. So I walk over to her. I go, SCOJO. And she looks, and I think she realized it was me. So I go, like, hey, come on. I go, let's do it for Graham. I told her, because that's what everybody says. Let's do it for Graham. Take a picture. My people go crazy if they see us together at this point, but she was like, what? And she just jumped into her car. So I think that there's probably like management interfered. Like, again, they're afraid of, like, when you're a rebel, they become afraid of you. And I think that's the problem, so let's go do, if you're watching, and no hard feelings, we're friends. I understand. I mean, even guys like Terrantino, like, they're all scared. Like I auditioned. You probably heard this story, but I auditioned for Once a Time in Hollywood. I went out there. I go, and I like Tarantino's movies. I don't like the language a little bit, so I was like, I'm going to tell him. So I walk in there. I'm playing the part of this. It was a scene that wound up getting cut, but it was for the part of this guy named Lucky, where I'm in a store, and DiCaprio comes in, and he goes, he's talking to the guy, and I'm mopping the floor, boom, 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 you know. And it was a good scene, you know. So I read it, and I'm like, this is pretty juicy. I'm gonna go in there and read it. I'm gonna put my spin on it. So I walk in there, boom, boom, boom. I see Terrantino. I go, how you doing? Boom, boom. It was all funny. The guy, when I was the lady outside, when she's calling me, I walk in, right? And he's there. DiCaprio's there. And there's like producers and stuff. One of them goes, he goes, Mr. Bell. And I hand to God, I pull out the bell. That's my name. Don't wear it out. And I say that. And if someone says your name, you go like, that's my name. Don't wear it out. It's really funny. Like, and Quentin got a smile. I was like, you know, this is going to be an easy audition because I'm just going to you know, be myself. So he's there, and I go, first of all, cause I'm a nicknamer. You guys know that. Like I look right at him, and I go, Quentin Tarantino, look, you're a master of dialogue. Like I said, all that stuff in Reservoir Dogs. And I go, and then when they say this and that, and they start like going, all right, yeah, let's just get to the scene. And I said, like, I'm good with natural dialogue, right? And DiCaprio's there. I go Leo. I start calling him Leo. I go because like, yeah, I like nicknames. So I said, boom, I threw it out there. I'm like, Leo. I go, let's just do some like riff dialogue. And he goes, and Terrantino is like, I go, so what did you do today? And then I just do it. No one's speaking, so I just do his part. I go, doesn't look like they're gonna come down. What did you do today? Yeah, but like I said, they're not coming down. We don't know what's at that store. So you look, boom, boom. I'll go, yeah, but if we're not gonna find out if we don't get there. But it's just like the natural things that people say. So I think I'm just kind of boom, hitting them and showing them I can act and I can be like versatile. But so I looked to Leo, right? The scene, they're doing a scene and DiCaprio's doing this speech. And I'm supposed to interrupt him as I'm mopping. And I'm supposed to go, hey, there's a guy in a car out there for you. But that was boring. And I even said to Tarantino, I'm like, no offense, but it's a little stiff. Like, I could do better. So while DiCaprio's doing his monologue, like he's supposed to get into this emotional monologue. And they got mad because I was making a noise as I'm mopping. Like, cause I make noise when I mop. And Quentin Tarantino goes, he goes, put the bell down. I'm like, I go, all right. And I go, and I says to him, I go, just don't kiss me on the feet. You know, I mean, imagine a feet joke. Everybody got like real quiet. Like, I guess at this, like, not known. So he says to Leo, I do my line. Yeah, the guy in the car outside waiting for you. I point. I do it just like that too. He's done. I go, yo, guy in the car waiting for you outside. I point. Boom, like that. I punctuated my dialogue. And it was one take I did that was really good. Like I had the hat. I always get the hat on Bell. And I go, hey, guy waiting for you outside in the car. I do it like that, right? I says to him, I go, in the car. Like there's something happening here, ominous, you know. And then I go to Leo. I go, dude, the Titanic was so good. Cause like, I mean, I'm in the business, he's in the business. Like, yeah, sure, he's done some extra stuff, but I mean, when you get like a compliment from like a fellow, like, you know, guy in the business, and I just remembered the ending, I got so mad. I'm like, dude, that fucking Rose was fucking selfish, man. And he laughs, but then I go, no, it's not funny. She was a fucking selfish pig. I don't usually talk like that, but I just got so angry. I go, she was a selfish fucking pig. I go, Quentin Tarantino, don't leave me hanging here. What the fuck? I got like a little abusive to everybody in the room. That always bothered me. I go, this poor guy is floating and sinking in the water. And I go, and this fucking selfish bitch. I think I even said the C word. Again, I was, I always like to get like a little loose before I go in. If you don't, like I was feeling no pain. So I got like, it was a rough time for me back then. A few years ago, and I go, I think I said the C word, and I'm like, that fucking bitch left you hanging. I hope she never fucking works again. And one of the producers in the thing pipes up, and he goes, I think it's time for you to go. And I found out that was his client. Like, he was an agent, and that was his client. But I just felt so bad. I was standing there just telling Leo, I'm like, that was so fucked up. I'm not embarrassed to tell you. I got emotional. I started crying because I cry a lot when I see Titanic. Like, it's so sad. That's like near, far. It's so like different, but I started crying. I'm like, she left you fucking hanging, dude. And I asked him if it was okay to give him a hug, and he goes, no. But I was like, can I give you a hug, man? And he said no. But I walked over. We did the handshake hug. Like, I was like, come on, man. Don't leave Belle hanging. I gave the quick ring before I left. I told Terrantino, like, I said the Hitler movie I didn't like, and I said the Django. I didn't know that the J was silent, or the D was silent. I go, the Django, I didn't like it. I said, but Reservoir Dogs was fucking really good. I told him it was really good. And it was cool. So I didn't get the part, but it would have been great. But they cut the scene. They probably knew that I was going to take the whole film in a different direction. But if you see Leo, you tell him, we're all good, and SCOJO and Quentin Tarantino, he's a good guy. He's a good guy. And I'm a little, I wish I didn't get like all like, blah, 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 but it just bothered me so much the way she treated him, But anyway, and I even said this to them as I'm walking out. I go, hey, fly wild and stay gold. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. You can ring Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell. Doug's bell. Ring Doug's bell.